Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the National Museum of the American Indian. We're very happy to have you here today, joining us for this Women's History Month celebration featuring the music of the last Queen of Hawaii. My name is Jay Harrison. I work with the Office of Community and Public Programs here at the museum. Today's program is part of the Smithsonian's Because of Her Story initiative and also because of the Smithsonian's Year of Music program. Today we feature the music of the Queen Liliʻuokalani, which is being presented by Dr. Amy Stillman, Kumu Hula Manu Ikaika, and Halau, Hoʻomau. Let's give a warm welcome as they share the songs and stories of the last queen of the Hawaiian Islands.
Hoʻonani ka makua mau, ke keiki me ka uhane no, ke akua mau hoʻomai ka gipu, ko ke iao, ko ke lau, kuno haʻahaʻa ko ka honua, na uli uli o ke kai, na lani ano kau hoku, na nani no, ka o na heo, Amene.
Lama lama ikama lama lama o kalipo kela o kalipo ke aue ua ike hia. Those lines are the starting lines of a 2,000 plus line creation chant in Hawaiian of relating the chant, the creation of the universe and all of the beings in it and the descent of Hawaiian peoples from these beginnings. We begin with it because Liliʻuokalani, one of her accomplishments was an English translation of this 2,000 plus line creation chant, which is a testament to her stature as a scholar and a literary figure. Our program today honors Queen Liliʻuokalani, and I'll give you a little heads up that the first part of the program is heavy. It's very special for us, and the second part of the program, it gets fun. So stick around, okay? Okay, so Queen Liliʻuokalani. She was born in 1836 and she passed away in 1917. So her life spanned a time of great transformation in Hawaii. She was born and raised as a Christian. She was educated by missionaries. So, her first language was the Hawaiian language. And one of the things she is most known and loved for is as a songwriter, especially using the Hawaiian language, using Hawaiian language poetry. Okay, so even though she has this Christian side of her, which is very important to us, it's through the songwriting that is especially meaningful to us, because through her lyrics, we are able to connect to the expressions and the thoughts of people of long ago, people who are our ancestors. And that's very special for us. So, and also I would like to put in your mind that she, as queen, she ruled her people with aloha. She embodied aloha. And you will see, we will share different aspects of that. And so today, we who are here today to present this program, we're very, very honored to be here today at National Museum of American Indian to honor Queen Liliʻuokalani's legacy. We'll start with a love song Her love songs are without equal. The poetry is just amazing. So our first song is titled Sanoi. Sanoi is the name she gave to a companion of hers who was having an affair with somebody who was not this person's husband. Okay? So she's having an affair, but it was an affair filled with deep feelings, which Liliʻuokalani put into very, very beautiful poetry. We do not know exactly who Sanoi was. It will forever remain a mystery to us, exactly who was Sanoi. But the good thing is that when we sing this song, we are free now to think of somebody who is near and dear to us, special to us, and to sing this song to them as a beloved Sanoi. So as we share these beautiful lyrics with you and the beautiful hula stylings, we invite you to ponder on this question: who is your beloved Sanoi?
Au he a oe e Sanoi Hoʻopururi ko kalehua e ia o iau ke kari nei I ko leo Au he a oe e Sanoi Hoʻopururi ko kalehua e ia o iau ke kari nei I ko leo O ka pane wale mai no Olu wau me vai ala Hone hone me I pola Paila I ka nui kino O ka pane wale mai no Olu wau me vai ala Hone hone me I pola Paila I ka iwi kino Loi aku nei na kuhina nui Ahe ui kou lama Ke honi a e lagi luna E like me, like Loi aku nei na kuhina nui Ahe hui kou lama Ke honi a e kou luna E like me, like E like me, like
Liliʻuokalani ascended the throne upon the death of her brother King David Kalakaua in 1891. her kingdom was overthrown by a group of businessmen and American citizens with the support of the United States minister in Honolulu at the time. And this happened in 1893. Their objective was annexation to the United States. It took 5 years for them to accomplish it, but they overthrew the monarchy in 1893. In 1895, Queen Liliʻuokalani's supporters staged an armed rebellion in an attempt to reclaim the kingdom, reestablish the monarchy, and restore Liliʻuokalani to the throne. They failed. In the days following this rebellion in 1895, the Queen was arrested. She was tried and found guilty of treason, and she was sentenced to imprisonment in her own Iolani Palace. And she remained imprisoned in the palace for somewhere between 8 and 9 months. Okay. Now, this background, I relate this to you because it's related to this next mele we're going to present, which involves this, to me, fascinating story that combines historical events of that time with the experience of historical research in the present. So this is a pretty cool story. I'm a historian, so here I go. Story time with Auntie Amy. Okay, so the Queen is imprisoned. She begins her sentence by late March of 1895. On April 1st of 1895, there were several Hawaiian language newspapers at the time, but one in particular, Kamaka'ainana. Page 1, column 1, top of the page, there is a song lyric up there. Okay? Now, it is anonymous. It is through historical research over the last 15 to 20 years that we've been able to confirm that song lyric is by Liliʻuokalani while she's imprisoned. Okay? And this song lyric, in this lyric, she is describing when she was arrested. She writes in the lyrics, I was sitting at Washington Place, her residence, and the deputy sheriff came to arrest me, and he carried me via his carriage to Iolani Palace where I was arrested. She says this in her lyrics, okay? Now, this is a weekly newspaper. So the following issue, same place on the front page, another set of lyrics. But this, and again, anonymous, but this time it's from one of her supporters saying, we have heard you, O Heavenly One. They called the kings and queens Kalani. We have heard you, O Heavenly One, and we support you. We haven't forgotten you. The following week, same place, same newspaper, page 1, column 1, top of the page, another song lyric by her. My love for you, my people, will never be extinguished. Thank you for your support. The following week, front page, same place, her people speak back. Our support for you will never die, O Heavenly One. This conversation went on for approximately 3 months, every week, going back and forth between the Queen and her supporters in the Hawaiian language newspapers, in song lyrics. Okay? Now, so it's one thing to be able to piece this story together. The next part of the puzzle is, okay, we got song lyrics, how do we sing them? And again, this process of historical research, you look at one source here, you look at another source there. Okay, I look at these lyrics here, I go over here, here's some more lyrics, but it's not that one. You know, eventually things start to look familiar, right? I saw this somewhere else. And then, 2 months later, look at this. Oh, wait a minute, that's that. Okay, so in 1897, after, of course, she had been released from her imprisonment, Liliʻuokalani traveled to Washington, D.C. in order to lobby Congress against annexation. One of the things she did while in D.C. to occupy herself was she decided to collect all of her songs together so that she could publish them together as a songbook. Okay, that never happened during her life. She collected the songs. She made a manuscript book. Some of the songs have begun to be published, and over at the table on the side we have some examples of the latest songbook, and also some reproductions of the newspaper pages you can see with your own two eyes. Okay, but anyway, in this 1897 songbook, way in the back, there's a bunch of songs that are kind of funky, you know, quirky. It's like, whoa, and guess what? There's a tune in her songbook for this very mele. And she even signed it too. That's how I could confirm. She signed her name this time in her songbook. Okay? So what we're putting together here is not only this historical research, but the fact that it is halaus like Halau, Hoʻomau, Hawaii, and Kumu Hula Manu Ikaika. They are the ones who have kept the skill of singing these songs and putting them into hula, so that when all of this historical research came together, we could actually bring these songs back to life. So with that story, here is the mele, the song Maiwakine Kona a Iolani Hale, from Washington Place to Iolani Palace. Ya'u e na ne ana mawakine kona ma e ana kaleo na he au he avale ana oe e kalani e a e na Nana e hanu mai hau I ka ike na mea nui na mea li'i o ka hana wai pa ka pena makai This next song we'd like to share with you is a song that we know as the Queen's Prayer. It is in the style of a Christian hymn. It is in the language of a prayer. She wrote it during the period of her imprisonment in Iolani Palace. And in this prayer, she is reflecting on this experience of what's happened to her, what's happened to her kingdom, what's happened to her people, okay? And one of her sentiments, which was actually in this last hula, was The only crime she could think of that she was guilty of was loving her people. Okay? So, and one of the positions she took was after the overthrow and after the armed rebellion, she insisted to her people, to her followers, no violence, no bloodshed. We will not use arms to resolve this situation. She placed her faith in diplomacy. She placed her trust that her appeals to the United States government about the wrongdoing of the overthrow, that they would be heard and the United States government would restore her monarchy. Okay, she maintained that faith that diplomacy and peace would prevail. So what's remarkable in this hymn is that she's reflecting on all that's happened. But when it comes to thinking about the people who overthrew her, she actually says in verse 3 of this, do not look at the sins of these people who have transgressed us. We must forgive them. And that is a most remarkable statement of aloha, of a life lived with aloha, a life dedicated to leadership of her people with dignity and aloha. So this is the Queen's Prayer. You will hear the Hawaiian, the English language translation, and then the Hawaiian.
O Lord, thy loving mercy is high as the heavens. It tells us of thy truth, and it is filled with holiness.
Oko aloha no, ai kalani, a oko oia I o, he he molele ho'i.
Whilst humbly meditating within these walls imprisoned, thou art my light, my haven, thy glory my support.
Ko'unoho mihi ana, apa ahau ia, o e ku'umama, honani ko'u ko'o.
O look not on their failings, nor on the sins of men. Forgive with loving kindness, that we might be made pure.
Mai nana ino ino, na heva o kanaka, aka e hui kala, a mae no.
For thy grace I beseech thee, bring us neath thy protection, and peace will be our portion now and forever.
No laila e kahaku, malaloko e heu, hobako moluhia, amauloa kuno. Okay, all pause serious. We're done with serious. Now let's have fun. It is important for us to know history, to know our history, because that is how we know where we've come from, who our ancestors were, and who we are. It is equally, if not more so important, to also look to the future, and now we look to our keiki, the children. They are the future. They are the ones who will take these stories, learn these stories, and carry them forward. They are the ones who will live this culture into the future. And importantly, they are the ones who are learning, once again, our language, and will keep this language sounding on this earth into the future. So we now feature Na Keiki, the children of Halau Hoʻomau Ikaika o Hawaiʻi.
So lohe mai I ko pepe au, listen with your ears. Akamaka, watch with your eyes. I ke ia olelo o Hawaii, for which we have life in our language.
E Krisa, Kavaiola, e hele ana o ihea. Where are you going?
E hele ana mako e holo holo mai ne o NMAI. We're going to NMAI.
NMAI?
Hi.
Hello.
He aha ia. What's that?
The National Museum of the American Indian.
What about you?
E hele ana ao me oi. I'm going with you. Ikua! 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 Ikua huki, ikua ko, ikua amau kai hulu, e huki e, kulia!
Iku mau mau.
Ikua!
Iku mau mau. Iku hulu hulu ikelana vau.
Ikua!
Ikelana vau.
Ikua! Ikua huki, ikua ko, ikua amau kai hulu, e huki e, kulia! Iku mau! Ikua! Iku mau! Iku hulu hulu ikalana vau! Ikua! Ikulana vau! Ikua! Ikua huki, ikua ko, ikua amau kai hulu, e huki e, kulia! E kahi, e lua, e kolu, e ha. E o, e no, wiwi o, lino ea. Na pula pula aha, loa ea. Mai Hawaiʻi ani I hau ea. Puni kea o malama lama ea e. Kue au kep kue, kua with puna ku. Kue au kep kue, kua with puna ku. E o na o wiwi o lino ea. Na pula pula aha, loa ea. Mai Hawaiʻi ani hau ea. Puni kea o malama lama ea e. Kue au kep kue, kua with puna ku. Kue au kep kue, kua with puna ku. Aloha e na kupuna kahiko ea. Nana e ho'o ulu mai nei ea. Ia ka hako e holo pono ea. Aloha a e ka lela na kila ea e. Kue au kep kue, kua with puna ku. Kue au kep kue, kua with puna ku. E ku! Ahui ho!
Oia, he, e ola, ka olelo makuahine in Washington here. Okay, our next song, I promised you fun, right? Okay, our next song is a song titled Anapau. This song is written for Liliʻuokalani.
The frisky one.
Yeah. Okay, so she didn't write this one, but she was our queen, so she inspired many people to write songs in her honor, and this is one of them. This particular song is of a song type called mele mai, and the actual function of the mele mai is to celebrate our continued ability to perpetuate Hawaiian people into the future with children. Our culture lives through the children. So this song celebrates our continued ability to continue to have generations of children into the future.
E ma kau kau ka hea. E he a ka kana a na pau hololi o ka kana a na pau he a ka kana a na pau hololi o ka kana a na pau he ai ka kana na paula hololi o ka kana na paula ea he ai ka kana na paula hololi o ka kana na paula ea He a ka hana a anapau. Ho ole ba ka hana a anapau. He a ka hana a anapau. Ho ole ba ka hana a anapau. Eye. He a ka hana na paula. Ho ole ba ka hana na paula. Ea ea. Ea ea. He a ka hana na paula. Ho ole ba ka hana na paula. Ea ea. Ea ea. Iluna e oe e anapau. Iluna loa oe e anapau. Iluna e oe e anapau. Iluna loa oe e anapau. Eye. Iluna e oe anapaula. Iluna loa oe anapaula. Ea ea. Ea ea. Iluna e oe anapaula. Iluna loa oe anapaula. Ea ea. Ea ea. Ilalo iho oe e anapau. Ilalo loa oe e anapau. Ilalo iho oe e anapau. Ilalo loa oe e anapau. Eye. Ilalo iho oe anapaula. Ilalo loa oe anapaula. Ea ea. Ea ea. Ilalo iho oe anapaula. Ilalo loa oe anapaula. Ea ea. Ea ea. He a e kalole e anapau. He salika e kalole e anapau. He a e kalole e anapau. He salika e kalole e anapau. Eye. He a e kalole anapaula. He salika e kalole anapaula. Ea ea. Ea ea. He a e kalole anapaula. He salika e kalole anapaula. Ea ea. Ea ea. Haina ka hana e anapau. Ua pau akaleva e anapau. Haina ka hana e anapau. Ua pau akaleva e anapau. Eye. Haina ka hana anapaula. Ua pau akaleva anapaula. Ea ea. Ea ea. Haina ina anapaula. Ua pau akaleva anapaula. Ea ea. Ea ea. Ea ea.
Mahalo, ladies. I didn't want to take attention away from these ladies, but how many of you saw the keiki action over there too? Okay, you know, we did this program 4 times yesterday. This is our 3rd time today. They're going to have this dance down by the last program. It's so awesome, but this is how learning takes place. You put yourself in the same place, you watch, you learn. Okay, so our future looks bright. Okay, I hope. Are you guys having a good time? Because we're having a good time up here too. Okay, we're having such a good time that we've arrived at the end of our program. But we could not present a program about Queen Liliʻuokalani and her songwriting accomplishments without presenting to you, sharing with you, her most famous love song, Aloha Oi. She composed this song in 1877 after a visit in the country to a friend's home. As her party was starting to leave to go back into town, she turned around and she witnessed a very sweet, tender, romantic moment between another one of her companions, not Sonoy, but somebody else, and this other companion's lover. And it was so sweet, and they were so in love and they were saying goodbye because they were going to not see each other for another 2 days or something like that. So anyway, she was moved to express this poetically, and hence Aloha Oi. Now, when she published the sheet music in 1884, it's very interesting. She included lyrics in Hawaiian, in English, and in German. And these were all singing lyrics. These were not English and German translations. They were lyrics that could actually be sung with Aloha Oi. We're not going to do the German for you today, but we will do the English so that you can see, you'll have a good idea about how the hula stylings of Pi'ilani enhance this very, very beautiful love poetry. Aloha Oi. Proudly swept the rainfall by the cliff, as on it glided through the trees, still following with grief the liko.
We'd like to bring up our keikis, Avivi. We'd also like to bring our manager and our stage director in the back, getting them all ready. Suzanne back there, my wife. And my niece all the way from Hawaii, Nanea. We'd like to thank Hayes Lavis for inviting us here at the NMAI. And we also like to thank, and we're very honored to be with Dr. Amy Kulealoha Stillman.
And of course, the very incomparable Kumu Hula Manu Ikaika and Halau Hoʻomau I Kawaiola Hawaii.
So from all of us to all of you, we'd like to say, Aloha.